We are at Pullwood Manor Bay Bistro for
Hello, the excitement seems to be getting to you.
Theo, and we are having a come dine with me, and I think I've held my number up too soon. So anyway, my score for Gaynor is 8, and the reason behind that is I thought she cooked what she cooked before, but she hasn't. I thought the starter was very nice, maybe a little bit too cheesy, but very nice. I mean cheesy in cheesy context, not as in cheesy, it was cheesy. Lovely, nice little bruschetta things to go with it, so all in all, very nice. Main course, fabulous, really, really nice, lovely taste, lovely meat, and overall extremely impressed. And dessert, fantastic, and meringue, very lemony, lovely meringue, lovely consistency to the meringue, lovely pastry, homemade look. So Gaynor, I think you've done absolutely fantastic job from start to finish, consistent, you've never cooked this before, so your score is a big 8.
Right, Gaynor, very good, very impressed, good first night. Very impressed. You're definitely going to be doing some cooking at home now. I thought the start, the cranberry, the brie and cranberry, very nice indeed. Possibly would have gone for the individual bries, if anything. Main course, absolutely excellent, really, really nice, very excellent tagine. And the sweet, I thought I was very impressed with that. Thought probably a bit lemony, if I have to be honest. So you'd only want a little bit of it, but I think you doubled up on the lemon, so I think you should use a bit. But overall, really, really impressed. You did it on time, there's no waiting between the courses, very good. And tonight I'm going to give you an 8. And the reason I'm going to give you an 8 is that if someone's better, if I would give you more than that, but if I do that and someone's better than you, then I can't represent that in terms of the points. I'm going to give you 8, I'm going to mark everybody else on the back of that. So really, really well done. Very impressed indeed.
Hi, come down with me, Pullwood Bay, 29th of December 2010. Scoring for the first of 4 meals, produced by Gaynor and Booth. Lovely food, very filling. Starting with the starter, the cranberry sauce added and lifted the brie and the toast, very tasty. Moving on to the main, which is Moroccan beef with couscous and bread. Moroccan beef, very tasty, the meat was succulent, very much enjoyed the main course, probably more so than the starter actually. And then moving on to the lemon meringue pie, couldn't fault it at all. In fact, made more to my liking than probably shop bought lemon meringues, in the fact that the lemon meringue base was very lemony and quite palate cleansing. So my overall score for Gaynor is 9. 9 for Gaynor. I really enjoyed it. All elements of it, I would say, in order of preference, lemon meringue, Moroccan beef, brie and cranberry sauce. Thank you.
That's gonna take some beating.
Right then, day 2 of Come Dine With Me, and it's Stephen's effort this evening. Stephen, listen, I think you had probably by far the best menu on there. However, I think the problem was actually then executing that menu. I think the scallops were excellent. I really liked the ginger part of it. I think they're probably slightly overdone, but listen, I couldn't have got it any better, but it's just, they're really difficult to do. And the steaks, I think you struggle getting mine medium rare. And I think you should have stayed with the fondue potatoes, because I think it was really difficult then to get everything done with the cooking, with the actual oven and the thing that you got. Anyway, so tonight I am going to give you a 6.
Ouch!
Phenomenal effort, but I just think your menu was a bit too difficult. I think the panna cotta didn't quite work, as I said, but I think the juice that you had on the steak, that was by far the best thing I've had so far, and I really like the ginger on the scallops. So phenomenal menu. I think you just overextended yourself in terms of what you could do. Good effort though, and I've got to come at the end, so I'm really shitting myself now.
Okay, we've just had a lovely dinner, and the appetizer was very nice, very shishi poo poo. The scallops with the lettuce and the honey, balsamic and ginger, very nice. We did switch out the potatoes on the main, though I have to say the roast potatoes were very nice, and I thoroughly enjoyed my steak. I'm not normally a big meat eater, but I did really like it. And the jus was lovely, really nice. Also enjoyed the wines that came with it, Lobster Bay Creek, whatever that one was. Panna cotta, I'm not sure what happened there. It wasn't quite the consistency that I've had in the past. Strawberries were nice. It was probably a bit more like egg/custard versus panna cotta.
There's a
So
compliment in there somewhere, I think.
Really let down. And based on the fact, if I'm comparing it against what I think mine deserved, I'm going to use that as my baseline. So I think Stephen's was better than mine, and therefore I'm going to give him an 8. Good job, Stephen.
Hi. Second night I've come down with me at Pullwood Bay, scoring Stephen James Street. My views and opinions. Scallops for starters. Very nice, never had them before. Like the ginger element of it, not too overpowering. Main course, steak was very nice. Particularly like the red wine juice. There was roast potatoes and veggies. Like the steak, however, on the whole, I thought there wasn't enough sauce for the dish, so it was quite dry for me personally. However, I know Stephen doesn't like lots of sauces and things, so that's probably why I did that. And then dessert, not really to my taste. It was a little bit slimy. The jelly blancmange thing was a little bit bland. Yeah, so just kind of alright really. So my favourite element, I did like the scallops, but the steak was very nice with the juice on it. Just wish there'd have been more. My overall score for the meal is 7.
Well then, day 3 of Come Dine With Me, and Andrea's turn at cooking tonight. Very impressive indeed. I was very impressed. It turned out a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was
Blimey, if your dad could see you now.
Started with baby asparagus in phyllo pastry. Very nice. The asparagus was absolutely lovely. Phyllo pastry, not bad. Probably a bit too much oil on it, but it tasted absolutely yummy. Maybe need a little balsamic vinegar on the lettuce. Main course, fantastic. Tasted really good. Vegetables done well as well. Even the mashed potato was very good. So can't fault that at all. And the fact I had seconds obviously proved I liked it a lot. And so got indigestion. And lastly, we had the chocolate and strawberry timbale, which was very good, very surprising when you brought it out. And I'm even more impressed the fact that you made the timbales in the can canned tomatoes, or the can that the tomatoes were in. So very, very good indeed. I thought that the cake was probably slightly dry, if I'm being honest, but the middle of it was excellent, and I thought the presentation was fantastic as well. So, what are we going to give to score? Well, it's been really, really difficult tonight, but I think on balance, I'm going to give you a 7 tonight. So I think it was definitely better than Stephen's one yesterday, or day before yesterday. Gainer's one, I think, was a bit more consistent throughout, but I'm really, really impressed, and I think you've done a phenomenal job tonight. So thank you very much indeed, really enjoyed it.
Talk about a woman of many talents.
Okay, hard to score. I was thinking about this earlier. I think I needed a scoring strategy before getting to this point. Anyway, so starter, the asparagus was very nice. I do think that it probably could have done with the balsamic vinegar, just to kind of break it up. It was quite olive oily, though the asparagus was cooked very nicely. The mashed potatoes were really tasty. I think there was a lot of butter and milk in those, but they were very yummy. The vegetables were nicely cooked. The chicken, it was very nice. And the dessert looked beautiful, and it actually tasted as good as it looked as well. I think the best part of the meal was, for me, the dessert. It looked really good. It tasted as good as it looked. Yeah, so as an overall score, if I was rating now mine with 6, and I'm kind of ranking within there, I'm going to give a... Hang on a minute, I'm on a minute. I'm going to do a 7. Excellent meal, really enjoyed it. The dessert was particularly good. I just think Stephen's, even though his dessert kind of didn't really work out, I do think the other 2 were probably more in the restauranty gourmet genre. So there we go.
Hi Tinky. Score today. Well, first of all, I thought your starter was nice, a bit bland, but nice, as long as some balsamic vinegar. Main course lovely, chicken really nice, taste really nice, and dessert was fabulous. So overall, I think the only letdown you had was your starter. So today I'm going to give you a big fat 9. Well deserved. Take care. Bye.
Okay, so we just had Simon's meal of some prawn something tangier, I think it was, and then cheese fondue. Oh, the prawns came with mint tea. The cheese fondue with some pears to clean your palate, and there was also a very nice salad. And then we had Melba, no we didn't, we had Eton Mess, banana, and another one of raspberries. Anyway, pretty much everything about that meal I really liked. It kind of hits my mark. So I'm not going to prolongly go on about it. I'm going to score Simon a... just finding it. A 9. I really enjoyed it, and there was everything about that meal I really enjoyed, and I think it worked out very well.
Hello, we are now at the final evening of Pullwood Come Down With Me, and the scores are for Simon Booth having completed his menu this evening. We started with prawn tangine with bread and mint tea. Then we moved on to cheese fondue with salad, and then finally finished off with Eton Mess. Starter, Very delicious. Prawns were lovely and succulent and cooked. Very tasty. Moved on to the cheese fondue and the salad. Salad nice, cut through the cheese. It also had slices of pear as well. Very tasty. Enjoyed the fact that it wasn't too heavy, and you could moderate by choosing how much cheese and bread you wanted. And then eat and mess, 2 choices of eat and mess, both very tasty, although if for me slightly too sloppy, but still very nice and tasty. Overall, I would give the meal an 8.
Hi Simon. Right. Starter, lovely. Main course, lovely. Dessert, lovely. Effort, fabulous. Presentation, fabulous. Desire to win, even better. I would give you 10, but I'm going to have to mark you down slightly because you have cooked it before. However, I'll give you 9.5, but there's no half point, so I'm going to give you 9. Simon Booth, 9. Well done. Nice one. Thanks for coming.
Taxi!
See ya.